The snack I brought is not very easy to eat on stream. It's a messy hand snack. I don't know why I even brought it. The snack of a cat? Are you calling my cat a snack? Alright, let's start sailing. I will prepare the chucks. He's preparing the chucks this time. He's always preparing something different. He go to Elbereth, or an unknown ancient site. So, what the heck is still on Elbereth that we haven't done? I guess maybe what we haven't done is... How do we know this river, by the way? That's weird. Maybe what we haven't done on Elbereth is gotten the gate to teleport us to some random place. Which I'm not sure that would be a good idea. Oh, you know what? What we're supposed to be doing on Elbereth? Yeah, Roy might be able to tell you something about the small engraved square foil from inside the Mercian figurine. No, I was thinking the foil that was inside of the telescope. The foil inside the telescope is what I want her to read. But sure, she can read the foil that was inside the statue as well. You should go right. I haven't even gone anywhere yet. Also, though, 6, you take the reins. I mean the tiller. Take the tiller for me. Are we tilling soil now? I could show the square of foil to Roy. What about the other foil? Why are we not talking about the other foil? Let us approach the gate. Speak to the gate. If Arali Kibenya, or Catkiss, what? Isn't Kibenya the name of the water goddess? Kibenya? Wow. That just took us here anyways. The goddess's name worked. The gate thought I was a pilgrim. I don't understand. Why did the goddess's name do the same thing as Catkiss? I don't get it. This must have been all very fine once, but seems to be decaying. Yeah, you said that before. Don't you think that's a bit dramatic? That was sneezing. Walk with the goddess, or die on Niox, I don't care. Wow! Doesn't matter how often I come back here. Once you've left, no one allows you to return. I've had enough of this place. Strike the gong! It's not really very loud, is it? There she is. Aaliyah, what can I do for you? I found a Robesque foil hidden in the statuette. I found a strange shard of crystal, or show her the telescope device. I want to show her the telescope device. Look at this thing. I found it way out on a moon covered in ancient panels. That's beautiful. Some kind of telescope. Set up to collect something. It's probably packed with information if only you could read it. Can you read it? Could it be linked to an observatory, or if I leave it with you? Okay, can you read it? I shouldn't have thought so. Whatever this thing was recording will be packed, stored. If you knew what it was supposed to be, then maybe you could read it, but you couldn't guess. But still, it's a beautiful piece. That's it? Nothing else? Can you help me trace where it was made? Or I hoped you might look into it further. I don't know what I'd do. Take it to pieces, most likely. Maybe I'll find more like it, or the ancients were recording something. Something is happening out there. A darkness is coming. It won't do any good. We can barely handle what's happening here, Aaliyah. Why am I saying there's a darkness coming? I don't know if I believe that. Robot's not giving me any more trouble. I found a strange shard of crystal, or I found a Robesque foil hidden in the statuette. An old one, with an empress recorded on it. We found a shrine that read it back for us. It's quite something. Too delicate for Empire work. This is either ancient or was made an ancient way. In the Empire, they carved these things by hand. They were useless. This was made by that hopper you took me to. That would be my guess. Robot's not giving me any more trouble. I don't know why I would say that. Or I find a strange shard of crystal, or stop talking. I shouldn't talk to her about the shard of crystal, right? Right? The robot warned me that that kind of thing could, like, be too big. Just too big to tell people. You and your robots. You're never happy until you're unwiring them. Alright, fine. We'll just stop talking. We won't talk about the crystal. See you soon, Aaliyah. Hello, cat. You mean a few attempts to get up onto my lap and then seem to give up? I don't know what this cat wants from me. Okay, there we go. The cat is in the lap. Hello, cat. What am I replying to? No one knows. A lot of people think about the past. I didn't hear what the first part was. Aaliyah, come on in. Definitely not showed him the crown. Let's show him an artifact. Splintered pendant, made somewhere distance. Battered incense burner made on an unknown ancient site. The telescope device. I show him the telescope device? Does he know anything about this? Very nice. I've not seen anything quite like that. But I don't have anything worth trading for now. My apologies, Aaliyah. But even the most bountiful font must run dry. Alright, so we'll talk to him. So, Toppy. This is all the same thing. How's business? Donai Becca? It never booms. Somehow we all get by. Bochi bochi denna. See you later, Toppy. Don't get any less marvelous, he says. Let's go visit the slums real quick before I go. You know I am most suspicious of your arrangement with Toppy, but you don't report suspicions to Mayari, do you? Suspicion is bad for the soul, Six, or you keep watching, Six. You're bound to see him taking something of one of these days. Bound to see him taking something one of these days. Oh, Cat. Back to the fields. Shall we leave now? Dang it, I didn't mean to. Don't leave. Or wait, no. So, if we were to figure out what the snake god's name was, and we said that to the gate, it would probably teleport us to that abandoned market. I'm guessing. Oh, Cat. Cat has settled down on the lap. Visit the bar. Aaliyah, you're back. Timur, you should call me Elle. Or just pour me a drink, Timur, or I always come back. You should call me Elle. We've known each other for long enough. But Aaliyah, that isn't your name. Aaliyah means exalted, high, great one. It's a good name. Timur, so call me Elle, or it doesn't sound like me. So call me Elle. Do you know what Elle means, Aaliyah? It means moon. You can't be called Moon. Might as well call you Rock. He knows all the words. How come I don't? I grew up in this place. Elle, yeah, Aaliyah's actually Elle. Let's talk to Timur. You look tired. Are you sleeping at night? Of course. The tax collectors from IOTS can't pick my pocket if I don't sleep. Always a joke. Is that all, or you should retire? Always a joke. Here. Thanks, Timur. Your generosity will be the end of you, or I'm not drinking today. Your generosity will be your end. You'll pay me back one day. I feel sure of that. Please, Timur. I'm never going to marry you. You need to stop asking. I know you won't. That's why I ask. Stop asking. You're like my father, Timur. You just like to poison my day? It's a safe way to keep in practice. Safe until I lose my temper, maybe. I'm not a gymnasium. Why do men always have to have someone to chase? I worry for you, Aaliyah. I know you're all right now on that ship of yours, but one day you'll need a place to be. I want you to be welcome somewhere in this nebula. That's all. Sip my drink. How do I... Can I not talk to him some more? Alright, well... We'll just chug. Just gonna chug it. No, please. Or hit me. No. Don't overdo it. You had nothing important to say, it turns out. I better go. See you around, Timor. Sail safe. Come on, 6. I kinda wanted to ask him what his name meant, though. What Timor means. Let's get out of here. Leave the moon. And so we left the surface of Albereth. Aboard the Nightingale. Alright, now we're going to that ancient site. There was nothing useful down there, unfortunately. Let's take to the river. What are you gonna prepare this time? The sails? The sheets? Okay. Alright, get us over there. Taking the bearing from you're somewhere to the open hatch in the 6th crater? The origin necklace of shells? Okay, we're going. We're going in. Eagle's Pass, sailing to an unknown ancient site. No idea where it is, but we're sailing there. Then whatever. Go whichever way, then. But it's an unknown ancient site. How do you know it's this way? Okay. No, I just crashed. But it got better. Don't know where we're going. Let's just go. Yeah, it's not even any branches to take. A known ancient site should be close at hand. Gotcha. So which way? We missed a couple of them, huh? I mean, we had no way to branch out to them, but... I don't know. Let's try this way. Was to the left seem curious? Okay, but I already went to the right. We were too late on that. But take a right. I'm definitely going away from it. But going that way could lead me to this unexplored ruin. Could this be it? Now we've already left the vicinity of the unknown agent site. Great. Cat's down there yelling at me again. We have to take a left and then a right. Don't be like that. You be sound. The extra slow waters. The minor flow. Take a left. Okay. Go through those rocks over there. Rather air this ruin, that's what I'm here for. Oh, where is it at? I see. I found it. Let us approach the ruin. Structure's long since fallen apart. There's nothing there. What? Nothing there? Sir, you have wasted my time. How dare you? I have not missed the turning. I didn't even have a turning. Don't be crazy. That bug is weird. We entered our search zone and then left it again? No, we didn't. We're still in it. Beautiful mystery music. There's a path in the water. Okay. If you say so. Not really sure what you mean by that. Back within our search zone. Did we leave it? We did not. We totally did not. Alright, but keeping to our last... We're gonna find this unexplored ruin. Which way? Don't know. It's all this red. Wow. Is that like actual ground below there? Left is the way, right? Yes. Well, it's too late now, but it's already gone left. A ruin! I would guess it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. Found a glass bottle engraved with an image of a bird's wing. Wonder how long it's been out there, and is there... There is! You can still smell it. I cannot. It's a perfume bottle, and there's an inscription along the wing. Okay. This one's a fractured piece from a longer phrase. Okay. Garden goes with you. Sure. Yeah, we have all of it. We're certain about garden now? Okay. The garden goes with you. By the stars, that was a long one. What? That was not a long one. Definitely perfume. I wonder what sort of person would have owned this. It's definitely perfume. Perfume sellers always promise the sun itself. Most curious assertion. I think this originates from the site we're after. We're on the right track. So make the site easier to locate. We'll have to sail on to resume the search. See. Kinda crazy how some sites have only 86 chapters of a series, but another site has 105 of it? Of manhwa? Some of them are caught up and some are not. It was good to be back on a Rio River again. Well, too bad, because we're already back on the region of weaker flow. It's too late. Almost caught up with the Infinite Mage. Gonna need some new recommendations before long. I mean, that's gotta be the one, right? That's gotta be the actual site. There's something up ahead. I'll activate the hopper now, mistress. We're not even close to it yet. Is our unknown ancient site. It is the oldest site I've found. It's all grassy.
We made our way between ancient clustered trees. The air seemed to hang from their branches, dank and heavy, like wet cloth.
This is remarkable, mistress. This place is thriving. What are we expecting to find here? What lies in the heart of a forest? Water, mistress. I haven't read The Infinite Mage, so I might have to pick it up. Don't get stuck in a bush, will you? I will pick my way forward somehow, mistress. Please try not to trip over your feet. That was weird. So we down through here. Is this a pass? Unlikely, mistress. A pass is just people. There's no one here. There must have been people here once. Curved marks. That's interesting. Here. Curved marks, grooves, in the stone under the moss. Overlapping like the scales on a snake. Some kind of natural wear? Tracks? I suppose they must be natural. From some kind of enormous stone-grinding creature? They'll be from the blade of whatever tool dug this canyon, mistress. Although I cannot think of anything capable of carving on this scale. You think this canyon was dug? Naturally. Entropy creates plains, mistress, not winding channels. That's not entirely true. But how? Why? Did the ancients pick their way through the rock with spoons? How I do not know, mistress, and why is very much your area. Also, though, I would like to see my solvable inscriptions. Follow the holy light, yeah. Inside the goddess figurine, waters divide us and join us, yeah. Found etched into the window ledge at the Serpent's Eyes crater. Mechanicals, we of shows one watch by axe things. Sorry. Obviously, that's not us reading this. These are just all the words we have. By... let me have... Maybe we have that. Hold on, what was... I don't think we have this one yet. This one might be of. This is a liar or deceiver, right? No, no. This is a truth teller. No, but it has that as well. Well, it says we can solve this one, so... Okay. So we're sitting in stone watch? Great. Slow at first, the infinite mages, but definitely gets better later on. The world building's pretty good. Grace, the state developer's still #1 for you. Okay. Okay, so this is a verb having to do with the ground and talking and a pass. Ground, speaking, path. Oh, speaking and path is lead. So lead on the ground. Ordered? Port here. Don't think it's starlight. There's nothing to do with stars here. This is probably order, but I don't quite know what this arrow means still. So this is a person and robot, which so it says, does truth go person? Person, robot, that. Does truth go person? Could be masters, overseers, brains. I don't think it's head. As we're talking about a person is the main subject. So it's either queens or masters. And I don't see why queens would be so much different from, like, emperor. Masters is probably it just because of the presence of, like, robots in here. I don't know what this has to do with it. And this one is a thing that is not bright, so the darkness. So, by order of masters, we watch darkness, is what the window ledge says. Got it. It was, it was supposedly only robots working in that place, so it's by order of the masters we watch the darkness. Did they inscribe it there, though? The robots found inscribed into the statue base in the Serpent's Eye crater. Which statue was in... Oh, right. Not in the crater, but at the edge of the crater. There was the Sky God statue. We have Snake. This is, sky, or, over. Right, that would mean adjectives. Over... Eye. Over with Snake Eye. God watches over all with Snake Eye. God watches over the Serpent's Eye. Sure. The God watches over the Serpent's Eye. Yeah. That inscribed on the Serpent Goddess in a different place, all is fair in trade? Yeah. That was in the market, the abandoned market. Found a shattered crystal figurine in the Withering Palace. Traced to the domed market moon. But, shattered crystal figurine in the Withering Palace. I don't remember this. We remember those who are gone. Okay. Found etched into the buried hatch at Renba's dig site. Carry crystal from Serpent's Eye. Yeah. Why would they etch it in there, though? Why would they write that? Found carved into the stone marker at the Emperor's graveyard, I will return from the rivers. Because the rivers are souls, supposedly. Seen on the faded frieze in the Emperor's graveyard. Okay, this is the one we hadn't been able to solve yet. So, we have knowledge as... This is like... all... This is I... No, this is... This one is all things, right? Oh, this is all by itself. This is like all things. Everything. This is one, right? This is one. But what does this one do? I forget what we decided this one was. History. Right? This is history. This one is... life. Wait. To have life. Where's this? Heart? Got it. And... strong. This is strength, though, not strong. Oh, we do have the Empire. So let's see. Missing something. One. Because we have one. I don't think that we put strong there, do we? So then we'd have to put sing there. And sing strong of Empire. Knowledge of everything. One. History. Is heart and strength of the Empire. I mean, it can't be this, right? Like, I'm pretty sure not. I'm pretty sure it's not this, so let's get it to X one thing out for us. Not thing. No. Heart. One. But it's not thing, so we're not putting all there. Empire. Isles. And knowledge. Of. It can't be strong, though, because we know that thing is not one of the words here. Right, and then we're supposed to put strong in there, and then it's gonna X out another thing for us. I'm missing something. Oh, sure. We were almost positive that this isn't just strong. But we'll keep doing this until till we figure out what I'm missing here. Then one. Really, it's not this one. I see. That's right, we had seen that was not always on its own, a word on its own. So, knowledge of everything one was? No, that doesn't make sense. Heart and strength. Of Empire. Is it still one? Probably, right? So this is everything. Aye, so we're setting in stone one and Empire. Knowledge of is the thing that encases and is many? Encases many? Each? Really? So we're talking about all but a specific thing. So that makes it each. Knowledge of each one. And this is was, because that's history, right? So I guess it's was. Knowledge of each one was the heart and strength of the Empire. Okay. Exit. Wooden sword in the domed market moon. Okay, we've set these words in place one last time before death. Found carved into the outer wall. Garden of the Dead. Yeah, we knew about that one a while ago. Found carved above the hearth in the hideout moon. Water goddess blesses fire. I mean, makes sense, it's above the hearth. But the water goddess doesn't bless the fire. That's why I didn't want to write it. The water goddess can't bless the fire. You're crazy. Yeah. Jewel of evening light. There's something where I was kind of forced to write something like field, and I hated it. Okay, we can't solve this one yet still. This is my. This is the word my. So yeah, that put together with this other word means we can't mess with beget. History of lost future. Gotta be history. And this makes more sense now. Time. History. But what's this? The heck is this? Time, history, do. Why do? Well, this was nothing I couldn't solve. Fine. Wait, what is that? Time and thing? Then I see everything, all thing. Oh, that's this, right. Oh, wait. It wasn't even insolvable. Wait. They should up, Austin. How are you? So this is time and this. Now. So this time is now. Now I see everything. It didn't even scold me for putting all and thing in there. All thing is everything, it's true. It didn't put it in solvable though. Sorta weird. And this was. Alright, we got was. Water. So this is. Don't I mean meow? Yes. Yeah, that's what I meant. So give of water. Wait, no. There's a thing. Thing give of water. Wait. So this is a noun form of give. I don't know what that, how that makes sense. Is good. A sing. The past. Through. No, this is a verb. Sorry, not a nothing. This is a verb that's talking about through history. Now that's this again, right? So give is talking about what? This is gave, you guys. This is the past tense. Gave. For. Okay. For many home. Many home inside. Or many home encompassing. Alright, ready? Sing gives. Of water was act for home. Makes sense. Oh, we need to put an of in here as well. It's not scolding us for trying, at least. Maybe we can solve it. Thank you. We knew that. I already did that one. Think. Can't really do anything else. Can't even get it to complain at us. No, maybe we can do this. Snap, there's nothing left we can do. No, we can do that. And get to at least keep complaining at us. I think. It's also gonna scold us about home. I know. I know. I just want to know how far we can push it before it'll actually give us something useful. Or tell us, like, listen, you just can't solve this thing. Oh, I see. It doesn't cross anything out. Doesn't cross anything out this time, it just rejects it. That's the symbol to me. That should be my sign. You can't solve this thing. Pilgrim. Holy Pilgrim. And... fire person. Person of fire. Doom. Okay, well, I think we're out of luck on that one. As rivers flow, so do we. Yeah? What do you mean unsolved? That looked pretty solved to me. Sit by the fire and read me. Yeah. There's something where we mistranslated, like... Okay, it's the gates, right? I'm concerned about gates. Where's the other word that... or the other inscription that had gates in it? Death will not hold you for long. Alright, won't show me the other one that says gates? Whatever. That was kinda the one I wanted to fix. This cold. The mist. I've not seen mist like this since Maersi. Talking about it like it's a long time ago. I was just there. What is this? There's nothing here? I've hit a dead end? Hope I'm not walking in circles. Why can I even go that direction? Okay, but like, what is back here? This place feels ancient somehow, even if there isn't anything here. I think that's supposed to be me walking through the brush, but... a shake! Let's remark first, it's so quiet. So still. I detect endless movement, mistress. Leaves, insects, ceaseless. There's something through the trees over there. A statue? I knew there would be something here. Interesting. Must be a way through the trees to it. Let's go see what this is first. Marks on the rock. Something's been scratched into the rock and highlighted by the moss. Is it the start of a fragment of text? Okay. Here we go, a new one. Got nebula. We've got here. We've got... every... or all nebulas. We've got water. We've got... So to go, and then a person has is to give. That's a lot of glyphs, but I'm confident it says give. Hoppers? Here, give water all nebula. Wow. Hoppers here give waters to all the nebulas. Eagles. Eagles here give water to all the nebulas. Sleeps here give water to all nebulas. Leaves here. Okay, so here's the thing. What this actually says is like lifted really high. A thing that lifts really high. So it might actually be hoppers. A thing that lifts high. A thing that really lifts. Hoppers, I guess. Maybe it's eagles. Though. Hoppers here give water to all of the nebula, though. It's a lot. Hoppers? What's a water hopper? Or I don't see any water here. Was someone draining this moon? It's lush enough. Perhaps, Mistress. We've considered the possibility of long-distance hoppers existing. Wouldn't you eventually run out of water, though? If this is making all the rivers? How would anyone who could build an upriver point it here? Are you sure about the bearing you took from that crater? Absolutely sure, Mistress. After all, there's a moon where I said there would be a moon. Something on the ground. The statue is over there somewhere, right? Oh, there it is. Whoa. I walked way past it. Okay. Let's remark. Shush. I heard something moving in the trees. Most likely, Mistress. There are animals here. There are barely any animals on Elbereth. A few donkeys, a few dogs. There are rats on Elbereth, Mistress. Rats get everywhere. Should we ever journey beyond the furthest moon and through clouds themselves, there will be rats who got there first. You don't like rats? No one likes rats, Mistress. Wow. Broken plaques. Almost entirely overgrown, but not quite. They've been worked, joined together with nails and screws. Shaped, planed, riveted, lacquered. Part of a ship of some kind, maybe. Perhaps, Mistress, but it does not resemble any ship hull I have seen before. It must have been small, or so it's old. Perhaps. Or perhaps it is something else entirely. I cannot imagine a boat of this size catching the wind effectively. Would anyone trust themselves to such a ship? What was that? I cannot imagine a ship surviving the rigors of space, Mistress, but from the discoloration, I would say this boat has been in water. Let's brush aside the dirt.
I brushed away dirt
Okay.
and scraped away the moss.
What's this? This is a sliver of a crystal amulet fashioned like a circle. I would guess it dates from the earliest days of the nebula. This comes from the same location as the sliver of a crystal amulet we found on the ancient forest moon. But this, I'm sure, comes from somewhere impossibly distant. Does that mean this place was linked to that ancient distant site? Perhaps linked directly? The clasp has been carved with tiny symbols, Mistress. It tires my eyes to read them. Sorry, they're moving fast here. This is one end of a broken fragment of text. Okay. Sun. Goes far into the past. High. Very high. Where do you see who? I don't see that anywhere. What are you doing here? Place with many waters. Okay, there's a place with many waters. There is an adjective about many times. Okay, I don't think we can get this. I give up. I'm gonna have to come back to this later. Sundew high. Wayne will be able to help me finish it up, will he though? I think this comes from the same source as the splintered pendant and the dented compass we found earlier. This will make a moon further out than any we had seen before, easier to locate. More symbols here. Just a few. It was a fractured fragment from a longer phrase. This is Water Garden. That's complete. Water Garden. Must be the name of the boat? Does that tell us what this place is? I don't think it does. Why not? Could see through the wall, you guys. Or we could for just a second. I was trying to get my wall hacks back, but I wonder how far this forest stretches. The whole moon, mistress. Like an apple bristling with mold. Got a real thing against life, haven't you, Six?
The trees parted into a clearing around a listing statue.
By the rivers. You're a long way from Mercy, goddess. It's the water goddess. On the water garden. Come on. Wait, she's on some kind of super technological platform. Is there anything else here? Apart from the goddess? There's definitely something else here. But I am unsure what. There are trees here, Six. Not only that, mistress, there are also... Where are you going? Mushrooms. It's a forest, Six. Of course there are mushrooms. You asked me to guess, mistress. Mushrooms in a damp environment are indeed plausible, and yet I cannot see any. I'm going to ask my Ari to give me a new pair of boots next time. They'd be more useful than you. Wow. Shots fired. A metal dais with an inscription. Look at the base she's on. Couldn't be more different than the setting on Maersi. Although perhaps the shape of that one was made to match this? More like the ramps and panels on the Serpent's Eye crater than anything else here. Is it some kind of mechanism? Perhaps you are suggesting it rotated, mistress. She could look around. I was thinking of the engineering. But if you were going to make the base that spins, perhaps it would look like this? Undoubtedly, mistress. After all, the goddess would no doubt tire of looking at the same tree. Is the statue covered in mushrooms? Thought you said we couldn't see any. No, mistress. What? That was a weird interaction. Then why would we even mention it? Shards of glass at her feet and a hole going down into the mechanism. Whatever this was, it's filled in with dirt. A lamp, perhaps, mistress? To light up the statue? But why would anyone want to do that? Humans are quite obsessed with lights, in my experience. You people are like mobs. Or I would love this thing. She'd want to take it apart, bolt by bolt. Is that what she did to your third robot, mistress? I mean, probably. An inscription, let's read. This one is a broken piece from an even longer phrase. It says, robot... No. Huh. Because of this, it's not robot. Robo-goddess. Is a robotis. No, it's not that, huh? This is... Huh. Go in. No, it's gives again. Right, it's connected with the next part. Gives water. The robo-goddess gives water for the nebula. The goddess gives water for the nebula. You're not even gonna... Got a good feeling about that. That fits with the other inscription we found. This place must have been some kind of shared source. An aquifer. Another glass disc. It's another disc on this side, but this one's intact. It reminds me of something we've seen before. If I can just remember what. A hopper. I've got it. It's a hopper. This is what the carved message we found earlier was about. The water hopper. The hopper of the water goddess. Not only that, mistress. It is still working. It is radiating at this moment. Cover the hopper's source, or can I use this hopper? Can I use this hopper? Go wherever it's going? The hopper is directed at something underground, mistress, and even if you can make your way down there, the signal from this hopper, it points towards Iox. This place is hoppering something to Iox? But what? It's hoppering water from underground. But you're serious? This place is where Iox gets its water from? And if I were to shut this place down... Please, mistress. I do not like to consider it. What's this about covering the hopper's source? If the people on Elbereth knew, Six, honestly, I don't think they'd hesitate. They'd shut it down and then trade water for work in the fields. Then I do not suggest we tell them. And I so personally inform Professor Mayari at the earliest convenience. What happens if a hopper signal is blocked? The connection no longer exists, therefore transfer does not occur. Whatever might have been relocated is not. So we'd cover the hopper source just because, huh? Just like out of spite? Seems a bit... much. All this life, going on without knowing how removed it is from everything else. Feel like the goddess is looking at me. Or looking at this spot, maybe. Oh, was there once something around here? Strangely enough, mistress. Yes? There is something under the dust here. One moment. Eagle's claws! A hatchway! Why is there a hatch in the middle of a forest? Because there's something underground, mistress. Something being hoppered away. Look for inscriptions. Let's see. Here along the side. This one is a phrase run together. So this is the master, right? The robot master, yeah. Or like overlord of the robots. Master of waters. Out. This is out below. Or no, not out, but the action, or the verb form of that. So below we got that one. Waits? Oh yeah, it doesn't go. Yeah, that makes sense. So to wait below is to sit? Guys, you just put a colon between the two words and you get sit. Wait below. Master of waters waits below. Continue. A master? Does that mean you can open it? Who would be master of this place? What are you up to, Kibenya? Are you connected to Mercy after all? So there is something here. Something hidden underground. Okay, I'm gonna go double check the other side of her before we open the hatch and go under. And we're not gonna cover the hopper source. That's a weirdly spiteful thing to do. There's a third disc here. It's only one of these hoppers that's still intact. Where does this one point? I am unsure, mistress. Somewhere we did not find, perhaps. Wait, does the broken one point to Elberus? Something here? No. Shells. Like the ones from the necklace we found outside the hermitage where Renba died. But how did they get here? Perhaps the ancients used shells for currency. Is that an absurd idea? Not absurd. But any currency which can be grown is unlikely to work well. Okay, well, it didn't help with much to find the shells, unfortunately. Alright, tell me where the other hopper is pointed, and then we'll go underground. So this was a hopper too? Presumably so, mistress. Blocked now by dirt and forest detritus. But curiously angled. There's nothing in this direction. We are at the edge of the nebula already. This hopper's aimed to nowhere? Nothing? Why build a hopper without an eye? This hopper source, I can only describe it by saying that it points to something beyond. It would seem to be directed away from the nebula itself, to something as yet undiscovered, but it does fit with the other evidence we have found. So how do we get there? To the site this place once fed. The site, if there is a site, is across a vast tract of dead space, mistress. Short of wishing a river into existence, I do not think we can get there. Or making an upriver via the Serpent's Eye? There's warmth here. Not much, but a little. Maybe this one is working underneath the dirt as well. Clear the hopper. It's definitely warm down here. I'm gonna get electrocuted. Think. There. Is anything happening? Perhaps, mistress. A very faint flow upwards. Something may be in the sky. But you can't be sure? It is almost undetectable. It needs more water. Does it? Mistress, surely we cannot be correct. The wellsprings cannot surely all be fed by other wellsprings. The water and air must originate somewhere. Maybe or maybe not. What if it's a cycle? What if there is a great loop after all? It's just a great loop of water. This place feeds water to Iox, and Iox feeds water back to here. Alright, let's open the hatch. Let's get in there. There must be a way to get this open. There's no handle, no lock, nothing. Any ideas, Six? If you could step back, mistress. What are you gonna do? Really, mistress? What? I stepped back, what? What are we doing right now? And you're so slow. Indeed, there are connections here that fit. The mechanism is similar to those in the Steel Empire mine in the Serpent's Eye crater. Oh, so it's made for robots? Okay. There. You did it. A hopper, an underground chamber. But I was down there. It's being sent from here to somewhere else. Water, mistress, I think. The reservoir below is filled with water. An underground reservoir. There's clearly an active wellspring here, and the ancients built a system for hoppering the water away. But it would have run out a long time ago, so the hatchet's an access panel to an underground reservoir. Robots could go down and clear it if it became blocked. Most likely a robot was positioned inside. The glass discs we saw must have worked to hopper the water away. When they're all blocked, it's got nowhere to go. And the agents who built this place set the water goddess here to look after the place. Who knows? Perhaps Mercy once had the same setup. Symbols inside the hatch. We love symbols. But it isn't ancient. What? Some kind of diagram, lines, nodes. I don't know what it is. A diagram of the moons fed by this place? Wires and cables for a machine? Perhaps this place was once entirely underwater. The shells we found lived here. Perhaps the boat we found was used to travel on the surface. Well, that would kind of make sense. Then someone harvested that water using hoppers, and that system has been working ever since. Iox itself relies on it. Over time, 2 of the discs failed, and the water level built up, enough to saturate the soil and allow the forest to grow. Let's look down. I can't make anything out. Just darkness. This is an entrance. There must be a way down safely. If the entrance was intended for robots, I would anticipate a ramp. You could try jumping in, or perhaps it is collapsed. Why don't you try jumping in, Six? Sure, nothing bad'll happen. You can always hopper out again. Hoppers act on line of sight, mistress. The hatch is not looking at anything. But what is a hopper? I mean, what's inside it? An interconnected mesh of quantium. The quantium creates some kind of field, which the subject is passed through and dissected via. Mistress, does it matter? You're happy enough to fire off the hopper? Even if you don't know how it works? Don't you care what it does to us? It appears to work, mistress. How are you doing, by the way, Cold-Bloodify? Having a good night? Alright, so we're not going down there, unfortunately. I want us to go down there. Spores, mistress. There are mushrooms down there. Mushrooms? Why are we talking about mushrooms still? Six, I'm happy for you. Happy because his assumption was correct? Doing fine? Reading manhwa? Listening to the stream? Listening to the dulcet tones of the Rofea Aho stream. No, I've tried reading manhwa or comics while doing something else, like listening to a YouTube video or something. I find that I rarely can tell what's going on any of the other ones, just with the one I'm focusing on. But I do that too. He hasn't tried to hopper us away yet, so I feel like we're still supposed to do something. I'm not supposed to cover the source. Definitely not supposed to cover the hopper source. Like, I'm definitely not supposed to stop all water from getting to Iox. It seems like something I shouldn't do. Unless I was just feeling, like, spiteful. Cat is here. You found one interesting artifact here, the crystal amulet sliver. Sure, Huang will be able to catalog it for you. It seems this place was linked to somewhere truly distant. They activate the hopper now. Suppose so. Do it. We didn't really do anything here, though. I'm a little bit upset about it. Like, what should we do with the information that we sort of found here, right? Fine, let's leave. It's fine. So we left the lonely forest and its goddess. This cat is here just to yell at me again. But turned to the ship, sprang up into the water. Curious, the rivers here are not quite as they were, mistress. We changed the rivers. There's a very faint new flow. What are you saying? From the hopper I cleared out, or where does it go? From the hopper I cleared out? It is hard to say for sure, mistress. A new river? Where does it go? Or I want to go back. Not a river. A trickle. Maybe we can come back here later. Or where does it go? Or I want to go back. If there's a chance to make a river, I want to do it. There's more we can do down there. The waters have already receded. But he's taking us back anyways. So if we cover up the other hopper, does that one get stronger? The ancient aquifer, we're now calling it. We've just decided on a new name for it. The goddess from Maersi is waiting, and so is the path beyond the nebula.
We returned to the forest where the goddess waited.
Can't just do the same thing again, mistress. Okay. So we indeed can't touch that anymore. Why can't we cover up this one that we don't even know where it's going? I mean, like, you're supposed to cover this hopper source? Guys. It's the only thing I can think to do. But I'm scared. We can't go down there. We're not even gonna close the hatch, by the way. That seems like just basic courtesy. Cover the hopper source. Line of sight. As simple as that, then? Now the water on Iox is drying up? Not yet, mistress. There's still water in flow. But soon. I cannot wait to tell a professor about this action of yours, mistress. Wait. Mistress, you've broken something. What kind of something? Anything to do with mushrooms or dangerous? What kind of something? I can't see properly. I'm detecting deep movement. Echoes from below. Mistress, I can feel the water rising rapidly. What happens if I just leave my hand here? The water rises above your head, and I cannot close my eyes. I would be forced to watch. Oh. Look at that. I'm gonna wait. Let's hold our nerve, Six. I will ready the hopper all the same. You'd like to watch me drown, would you? What happens to the water then? Or maybe you could cover the hopper. I could go back to the ship. A wonderful suggestion, mistress. But regrettably, I have no hands. You'd like to watch me drown, would you? No, mistress. My ethical core would dislike it immensely. The new river is beginning to form once more, mistress. Wait a little longer. And there's more water down there? I believe so, mistress. There are 2 other lenses on this dais 6. There must be a better way of blocking this thing. Can you tell me how much water is down there? There are 2 other lenses on this dais. Did this moon transport water to multiple places? Is it a distribution point? It isn't when it's blocked, mistress. Mistress! The water appears to have stopped rising, as though the pressure below ground has dropped. And mistress, something is forming in the sky above us. Oh, really? This place was built to create rivers from a wellspring below, up into the nebula, rivers to Iox elsewhere. But the rivers have been drying up, and the hoppers filling up with dirt. Where are the robots that should be tending this machine? What if I wait a little longer? A little longer, so there's a new river above us? There must be a better way of blocking this thing, or this thing isn't going to make my hand fall off, is it? More languaging, you see? Yeah. More languaging today. Quite depends how long you stand there. So there's a new river above us? It would appear so. I'd like to activate the hopper now, mistress. Alright, let's get out of here. We can take this river while we can. So we left the lonely forest as the waters began to engulf me. Did they, though? I thought they stopped. I thought they stopped, rising. Hope no one got trapped out there from the river that I blocked for a few minutes. We returned to the ship and sprang up into the water. So now we can take this new river. The water around us is dissipating once more, mistress. Without you there to hold the waters back, the moon has returned to normal. Are you saying I should have stayed down there? So I can go back, or nothing covering the glass anymore? With my hand over the glass? Of course not, mistress. That would not have been possible. But some other kind of covering might be equally effective. There can't be enough water to form there for a river, or if there was a reason to try flooding that moon. Can't be enough water there for a river. There's endless water, mistress. Water has more water behind it. That is the ineffable nature of water. Although I admit it seems a most curious property for a substance to have. Yeah, that doesn't make sense to me. Let's leave this place, we're going back, or the water is fed from somewhere else. The whole thing is a luke. That is not what my Ari would call the luke. That's what I'm calling the luke. Let's leave this place, we're going back, or if there was a reason to try flooding that moon. Then maybe we could. But I can't see one. A reason to try flooding that moon. If there was a reason to try flooding that moon. What on earth does she mean by that? Also, I forgot to say, how's it going, the One Ranger? Good to see ya. Is she suggesting that there are things that I could find down there that would give me a reason to try flooding it? What a strange thing. We're going back. Mistress. But he does it anyways. Alright, this place could make a river. All the way beyond the nebula, perhaps? Alright. But if the rivers and the well springs are all a loop, how could they be drying up? The rivers are maintained by a network of active hoppers, Mistress, passing water from place to place. Then it seems like there are inefficiencies. A little data, a little water lost on every transmission. Eventually drying out would be inevitable. Or some of these hoppers are breaking down. Also, like, could we chat this? Stop letting all the water out? Can you remove the glass 6 or cover the disc with ceramic tile? I did get a ceramic tile from somewhere. Here's a rock, look at that. Perfect, a nice sharp flint. Mistress, please, I do not like to see you armed. Alright, look, I'm not trying to break the dang thing. If the rivers are drying out, if the rivers are the well springs, there's going to be a drought. Indeed, Mistress. The drought that cannot be stopped. Can you remove the glass or cover the disc with a ceramic tile? So, like, the problem with this is, if we cover the ceramic tile, if we cover the disc or break the disc, right, then we basically destroy the rivers that go to Iox. And we can never get back here because it'll be flooded, right? Need to take a break for the dastardly thoughts in your head. Hello, prickliest of porcupines. Good to see you again. Hope nothing too dastardly. Can you remove the glass 6? I mean, cover the disc with ceramic tile? Here goes. Surface is flooding more quickly. Most likely the level did not entirely fall last time. I mean, Mistress, I implore you to remove the ceramic tile. I cannot do it, but Iox will suffer. I hate Iox. They've ruled over the nebula for long enough. A new river is beginning to form once more, Mistress. I just want to take this river is all. Water level has stopped rising. The river is definitely taking shape once more, Mistress. And how do we fix it? How do we... Okay, it stops rising here, right? So, like, as long as we just come back and remove the tile, then we fix everything afterwards, right? Also, like, it won't show the ceramic tile here. As long as we come back to remove the tile afterwards, there's no problem. Right? Probably? Can't do anything with the other sides? No? Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go back to the Nightingale. History is full of actions. Good, bad, lazy, smart. We're leaving. Be ready, mistress. Why do you have to make it sound like I did something super evil? I just wanna take this new river to a new place. And we'll come back and we'll remove it later. I'm sure it'll work out. It's gonna be fine. The water from below is disentangling around us, mistress. It is beginning to flow, following some kind of path. It is quite beautiful. You can see it, the path, or 6. What have we done? There are lines of forest through space. Arcs, grooves in the surface of things. I can see them. The rivers trace their outlines as they flow. We've made a new river, mistress. Or recreated a very old one. And where does it go? Or a diox? Or so much for your ethical core? A diox? The river diox is gone, mistress. It will not come back. It will not come back? Whoa. I believe we know where our new river leads, but there's no reason to assume there will be a way back. We'd better find out. Perhaps we should turn back now. Alright, we're going. I do not think we have a choice. We are already moving. Alright, so maybe I did destroy the river leading back to Iox forever. Maybe. Listen, we summoned a river out of an Inksnock for running to Uzu. I was 6 to trace the line with broken up to the something to deathly something out here. Was this great distance the darkness that Reb's ghost had meant? But as 6 had pointed out, it's almost certainly a well-made trip. There's no reason to believe there will be a river running home. I can find the site now. Let's go. We ruined everything. Let's go. And if we never come back, then it's fine. Then no one can beat me up for having destroyed everything.